We're making a start with news breaking this minute. The latest updates coming in. Cyclone Nisarg is 115 kilometers south-southwest of Alibag. It is 165 kilometers south-southwest of Mumbai and 395 kilometers south-southwest of Surat. So that's the latest update coming in as of 10 a.m. This is the update as far as the path of the cyclone Nisarg, which is currently 115 kilometers south-southwest of Alibag. More updates coming in. The IMD saying that likely wind speed is going to be around 110 kilometers per hour around the landfall. Areas such as Thane, Mumbai, Raigad and Palghar will be affected. The wind velocity in Mumbai is likely to be around 110 kilometers per hour and the landfall is likely between 1 to 4 p.m.
निसर्ग अभी इंटेंसिफाई होकर आज सुबह एक सीवियर साइक्लोन स्टॉर्म में परिणत हो गया है। इसका विंड स्पीड 100 से 120 किलोमीटर प्रति घंटा है और ये नॉर्थ ईस्टवर्ड गति करके आज आफ्टरनून में ये तट को पार करेगा एंड तब इसका विंड स्पीड भी 100 से 120 किलोमीटर प्रति घंटा होने का उम्मीद किया जा रहा है, स्पेशली ओवर थाने, रायगढ़ और मुंबई डिस्ट्रिक्ट्स। इसके साथ साथ जो रत्नागिरी सिंधुदुर्ग है वहाँ भी विंड स्पीड आपका 80 टू 90 kmph हो सकता है और पालघर डिस्ट्रिक्ट में भी। और गुजरात का जो वलसाड डिस्ट्रिक्ट और नवसारी डिस्ट्रिक्ट है वहाँ भी विंड स्पीड 60 टू 80 kmph तक हो सकता है। सो ये जो विंड स्पीड है इसमें आपका पेड़ गिर सकता है और ट्री ब्रांचेस ब्रेकिंग भी हो सकता है, इलेक्ट्रिक पोल्स एंड टेलीफोन पोल्स भी बेंडिंग हो सकता है और वोल्ट पोल्स भी अपरूटिंग हो सकता है। टेलीफोन लाइन्स, इलेक्ट्रिक लाइन्स भी डिसरप्टेड होगा और इसके साथ साथ थेचर्ड हाउसेस, टीन हाउसेस, एस्बेस्टस हाउसेस भी एक्सटेंसिव डैमेज हो सकता है लो लाइंग एरिया इन कोस्टल बेल्ट पे। और जो हेवी रेनफॉल है वो अभी ऑलरेडी जारी है कोस्टल बेल्ट पे और कोंकण, साउथ कोंकण एरिया में ऑलरेडी हेवी टू वेरी हेवी रेनफॉल रिकॉर्ड किया गया है और हम उम्मीद कर रहे हैं कि ये एंटायर कोंकण में आज बारिश जारी रहेगा और हेवी टू एक्सट्रीमली हेवी रेनफॉल हो सकता है। इसके साथ मध्य महाराष्ट्र, नॉर्थ मध्य महाराष्ट्र में भी एक्सट्रीमली हेवी रेनफॉल होने का उम्मीद हम कर रहे हैं। तीसरा पॉइंट ये है कि जो टाइडल वेव है वो 1 से 2 मीटर हाइट में एस्ट्रोनॉमिकल टाइड से ऊपर आ सकता है आफ्टरनून पे और ये थाने, रायगढ़, मुंबई डिस्ट्रिक्ट का जो लो लाइंग एरिया है इसमें इनंडेशन करा सकता है। तो इसका हिसाब से आपका 3 तरीके से खतरा है, एक हेवी रेनफॉल है, एक विंड है और एक स्टॉर्म सर्ज या टाइडल वेव है। इसलिए हम यही एडवाइस दे रहे हैं कि लो लाइंग एरिया में जो अनसेफ प्लेसेस में है वो सभी सेफ शेल्टर में रहना चाहिए और बाहर नहीं आना चाहिए जब तक साइक्लोन है। ये लैंडफॉल होने के बाद लगभग 6 घंटा तक इसका साइक्लोन इंटेंसिटी रहेगा, इसलिए मिडनाइट के बाद ये वीक हो जाएगा और नॉर्थ ईस्ट दिशा में जाकर ये डिप्रेशन में परिणत हो जाएगा।
Now, Cyclone Nisarg will make a landfall close to Alibag, which is around 100 kilometers from Mumbai, and the landfall is going to be between 1 to 4 p.m. As per the IMD, Nisarg has intensified into a severe cyclonic storm with a wind speed about 100 to 110 kilometers per hour. According to the IMD, Thane, Mumbai, Raigad and Palghar will be the worst affected areas. The severe cyclonic storm is likely to maintain its intensity for about 6 hours after making landfall before moving towards the northeastwards across Madhya Pradesh and Maharashtra. Now, Prime Minister Modi spoke to both the Chief Ministers of Maharashtra and Gujarat and assured all assistance from the centre. Let's get in further updates now with regards to the city of Mumbai, which is also on high alert, bracing for the impact of the severe cyclonic storm. 31 flights have been cancelled, 8 trains arriving to and departing from the Central Railways have either been rescheduled or diverted. Meanwhile, the Mumbai police has imposed Section 144 of the CRPC, which prohibits gathering of people in public places along the coastline and the beaches. So all the measures that are being currently put in place in the city of Mumbai itself. Let me bring in my colleague Disha for further updates on this. Disha, we are looking at several measures being taken up, including prohibitory orders that have been put in place. Tell us where you're joining us and what is the situation on ground. What are the low-lying areas which are going to be worst impacted and the measures that have been taken?
Well, Apurva, keeping in mind that the landfall is going to take place anywhere between 1 to 5 p.m. today in the city of Mumbai, the most sensitive spots like the beaches and the sea faces are now being closely watched and monitored by the police here in concern. As you can see that we are looking at the cops being present here at the Worli Sea Face where we are standing at this point in time. They are actually asking people to, not to gather because of the section 144 that has been imposed in the city, which prohibits gathering of more than one person at any given time point in time. So these are certain measures, of course, that have been taken on the ground level as far as the police presence is concerned. Apart from this, Apurva, in across 6 beaches here, specifically in the city of Mumbai, there are 93 lifeguards that have been deployed, stationed throughout the day, along with 150 flood as well as beach rescue teams. Because remember, all of these 6 beaches, they do also have some of the low-lying areas as well. So keeping in mind the risk and the dangers, so those people have been deployed along with the additional police force and the commandos is what we understand. As far as the evacuation process is concerned, because this is where the real crisis and problem is, Apurva. In the city of Mumbai, the BMC has not yet started the evacuation process. They have only identified the locations, but as far as moving those people from low-lying areas to the safer locations, that process did not really take place yesterday. And what we understand, it will only happen today as and when required. Okay. So these are the sort of, statements that we are getting from the BMC at this point in time.
All right. Also, Disha, we are looking at further concerns coming in. There is going to be a strain on the health infrastructure because the city of Mumbai is already dealing with the COVID crisis as well. Given that strain, what are the measures and the strategies that the BMC has adopted to tackle both the situation?
Well, that's right, Apurva. With the COVID-19 situation, the health administration in the BMC was already quite far stretched. And now with this cyclone impact, it is going to be a massive challenge ahead for the civic bodies because here, specifically in Mumbai, the most affected low-lying areas have also become the COVID hotspots. So to deal with the two situations separately is going to be a tough task ahead for the BMC. But keeping this in mind, of course, what they have done is in those particular hospitals where the COVID-19 patients are being treated, few beds are also going to be reserved specifically for the people who might develop waterborne diseases from these affected low-lying areas that we are talking about. So that the patients are not turned away due to the COVID, health infrastructure crisis. So these are certain precautions on the ground level. As far as evacuation is concerned, BMC had assured that all the people will be moved, but that has not really happened so far. But security, as far as the security purpose is concerned, that we are seeing, across the city in most of the sensitive spots where we can, where the impact is going to be little high than the other usual places.